Hi and welcome. Today we are going to be making a roast veggie salad with a balsamic dressing, which is perfect for lunches or even a dinner. Before we start anything, we need to adjust the settings on our oven. We will turn it on to bake, which is usually represented by the two lines. 180 and 200 degrees is good. I've also got a baking tray covered with tinfoil, set and ready. Okay, so to begin preparation for our roast veggie salad, we are going to chop up some potatoes. When we chop all of our vegetables, we want to make sure that they are all roughly equal sizes. This will make sure that everything gets cooked at the same time and at the same rate, meaning everything will be ready for eating all at once. Because this is a simple roast veggie salad, I don't usually parboil my potatoes and other root vegetables first. Especially if I'm cutting them small, they will cook quickly in the oven. Any vegetables can be used for this. I'm just using what I had available in my pantry at the moment. So I'm starting with 2 potatoes and I'm dicing them to about this size. And I'm placing them into a bowl. Next, I'm going to chop a kumara, and I'm going to chop it into similar sizes to the potato. You can use any kind of kumara, or you don't have to use kumara at all. Making sure that they are about the same size that we did as the potato. Pretty similar, and they'll cook at the same rate. Okay, next I'm going to chop up a carrot. I am not going to peel mine because the extra fiber is great. So how I'm going to chop it, because it is not round like a potato or a kumara, I'm going to chop sort of thick circles, which I will then chop into a quarter or a half, depending on the size of your carrot. So this quarter of my larger carrot is about the same size as my potato, which is about the same size as my kumara. So if you have a smaller carrot, just cutting your wheels in half will be fine, but a thicker carrot like this, you can do quarters. This slice is a little bit smaller, so I can leave it as a half. And then these larger circles I will cut into quarters. Yeah. Also placing everything in the same bowl works fine. So everything is now in this bowl, and just give that a little mix for now. I'm also going to chop up a bit of capsicum. And I will chop it into some strips, approximately the same size as our other vegetables, and then chop that into about the same size. I'm now going to use some pumpkin. Now I'm going to cut a beetroot. Ooh. Slicing it like a potato. You can add or remove any of these vegetables, just as long as you make sure that when you are chopping them up that they are all approximately the same size. Okay, so now I've got a bowl full of vegetables. I'm just going to give it a nice big stir, making sure that they all get mixed in. I've got some potato, some kumara, some carrots, some capsicum, and some beetroot. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle on the top just enough to cover my vegetables. I think it's probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons worth of oil for this amount of vegetables. You can also use as little or as many of these vegetables as you want, depending on how many people you are feeding. I'm also going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we are going to pop it and just dump all of it onto your baking tray. And once you put it on your baking tray, you should just spread it out nice and flat to try and make it so that there aren't really any vegetables on top of each other. And putting the tray in the center of the oven, and then cooking it on one side for 10 minutes. Okay, So now I am going to make a dressing to go on top of the salad. We will use some lemon juice. And then we're also going to do a little bit of olive oil. Like 1.5 tablespoons. And I'm going to use a little bit of some balsamic vinegar, about 1 tablespoon. And then we're also going to season with some salt and pepper. And then we'll give it a really nice big stir to combine all of the ingredients. And then you get this nice tangy balsamic dressing to go on top of your roast veggies when it's ready. It has been 10 minutes since I put it in, so now we will just give it a nice little toss. And we will put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Okay, the roast veggies have now been cooking for another 10 minutes, which is 20 minutes in total. And they smell ready. Don't forget to turn your oven off. So, now we are just going to scoop the veggies back into the bowl that they started in. Take it back over to the counter. So now you can either pour the dressing straight over, or based on picky eaters, you could just leave it on the side for people to add themselves. I'm just going to give it another quick stir, and I'm going to pour it over the top of the salad. And then I'm going to use a serving utensil to give it a nice mix. And then I'm going to season it with a little bit more salt and pepper, just for taste. And give one more stir. And that's it. This is a roast veggie salad with a balsamic dressing. Now, some of the other vegetables that you could add is whole cherry tomatoes, some whole garlic cloves, some diced or chopped onion, broccoli florets, or even some Brussels sprouts. Thank you so much.